Okay, this is going to be a very brief video because, frankly, there isn't much to say about this show, but I need to just get this out there in case people are curious. We are going over Fox's animation domination block on this channel right now, looking at some of the old shows that got canceled, like Alan Gregory, Napoleon Dynamite, the animated series, and I came up on Sit Down, Shut Up. I decided to go into this one before the Cleveland show because it looked like it might be a little bit better than the other ones. It had a fantastic voice cast with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, Kristen Chenoweth, Will Forte, Tom Kenny, and goddamn Henry Winkler. Just fantastic voice talent right there, and it had a premise that was pretty good. It's just a bunch of teachers trying to teach, not enjoying it, and getting into little situational comedy situations. It seems like a nice straight up show. It's an adaptation of an Australian sitcom. It had all the pieces to be something kind of good. Then I watched the show, and there's real no way to break this show down like I did with Alan Gregory or Napoleon Dynamite the animated series, because this show plainly just isn't very funny. It doesn't get the job done really enough to make it worth talking about or even watching in any facet. There's no reason to subject yourself to this. It really is more disappointing and embarrassing than it is bad, because everyone who works on this show, from the creators to the voice actors, have some real talent to them. They can do fantastic things. Hell, Will Arnett's in one of my favorite shows of all time, BoJack Horseman, and Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Henry Winkler all show up in Arrested Development, another tremendous show. And that's honestly one of the saving graces of this one, just the chemistry between those three voice actors, those three characters, when they're on screen together, or when they're just the two of them, whatever the combination is, they're really good, and they can bring some comedy to it. But this show's comedy is just bland, sometimes a little bit out there and offensive, just trying way too hard to make a show funny that really just isn't. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of jokes that don't land. That's the whole show. There's no reason to talk about the plots. There's no reason to talk about the characters. They're all very simple. Their names are puns. They just throw so much at the wall in this show, more so than something like Family Guy or Brickleberry or Paradise PD. They really went all out. It's not as vulgar as those shows can get, but it's definitely more along the lines of a show that just plays to stereotypes, plays to jokes that have been told dozens of times, and the only times it's really funny is when the characters, the voice actors, kind of take matters into their own hands. When their delivery, I guess, saves the show. And if you can't tell, there isn't really a script for this video that I'm doing here on Sit Down, Shut Up, because it's just not worth the time. It's not worth making a 10-minute video to just say, it's just not that funny over and over again. That's Sit Down, Shut Up. I won't waste any more of your time on it. It's a 1 out of 10. Don't watch it. There are dozens of other projects you could check out that are worth watching with these voice actors if you want to support them. Tom Kenny is in everything. Will Arnett's in BoJack Horseman. Will Forte is in Clone High, and you can also see him in The Last Man on Earth. Jason Bateman, he's everywhere as well. You can find him just about anywhere. Once again, watch Arrested Development, not Sit Down, Shut Up. That's the better show, and there's just no reason to even think about watching this. That's all. See you next time. Goodbye.